Hello, everybody. Welcome back to yet another objectively correct tier list. But this time, I feel like I would die if I don't get this entirely correct. This is a Zero Escape 999 tier list, or 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors, which I'm not entirely sure is a grammatically correct title, but I'm willing to believe it is, because, who knows. I beat the game recently. A week or so ago. And I had a good time with it. It took me a while to finish it because I was kind of on and off with it. But, you know, I enjoy it. I enjoy it a whole bunches of a lot. So I have here a tier list of all the characters in it. Technically it's not all of them because, technically there's the children. And, technically there's, but there's all the ones that matter. It's all the characters that, you will see in the game. But, yeah. I'm gonna rank them all, and it's gonna be correct, and no one is going to hate me for it. The ninth man! Or the fucking guy. One of the guys responsible for the notary game in the first place. You don't see him for long. But he's alright. He's kind of just like a finicky guy. He's kind of just a finicky man. I'm not quite sure the whole deal with like how he died, since he was the creator of the notary game. I don't know how he would have forgotten that everyone who scans needs to go through the red or go to the dead. But maybe I missed that part. Who knows? But as a character, you don't see him much. You don't see him a lot, and he's kind of just like ninth man. I don't know. He's like a C tier, I think, because like there's not much you can really do for him. You can't hate him. You can't love him. You can just kind of accept that he's a character, and then he dies, and he's like, oh darn. But sure, he's there. He's just that guy, I guess. Ace is a good character. I remember when I first started playing the game, I was a little bit peeved, a little bit upset that we never got to see much of him at first. The only time you really get to talk to him is through like door 1. Or the one like up top of the engine room that leads to the knife ending. I can't remember what door that is. I think it's door 6. It's not door 6. It's one of them. Who cares? But you don't get to see a lot of him throughout the game, at least not at first. But like you get to see him throughout the end of the game, which is very nice. I think Ace is a good villain. I think he's a great villain, actually. I do like him. I'm usually not a big fan of antagonistic characters or like villain characters. I think Ace is a different story. I actually do like him. I am a pretty big fan. His prosopagnosia being like a cardinal part of the game is pretty interesting, and the way he dies in the Zero Lost ending is also really awesome as well. I thought he was Zero, won't lie, but I was wrong. But I wish we got to talk to him more through the game instead of like at the end, because if it happens later, but like if it was a character that you can talk to throughout the game at many points, and like for example through door 4 and 5, if there was a way to talk to him through those doors, and if he didn't fall asleep for doors 3, 7, and 8, I wish there was a way to talk to him more. Then I think he would be an even better revealed that he was a villain. But it still worked out very well. I think he'll go in like a B tier. I think if you talk to him more, he would have been in the A tier. Clover. Holy wow. I like Clover a lot. I really do. I think her whole thing past the hospital room with Snake being presumably dead is amazing. I think the axe ending is one of the better endings in the game. I really like the axe ending. It's a bit odd, but like whatever. I think it's fun. And like her place in the story is really good. Like she dies in the safe ending, and then ends up being a cardinal part of the true ending. And I think that's awesome. I think that's really cool. I love her sprites. I love her personality. I love her design too. I think her design is among one of the best. I think the best in the game. I think. Just a fan of it. I don't know. Yeah, I like Clover a lot. S tier. S tier Clover. Thank you for being awesome. June. Connie. You were supposed to be dead. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you survived. I really don't. I'm not sure I understand the ending of the game very well. The whole two visions part is like, it's interesting, but I don't know how it happens. I don't know how June survives that. Because that's like a whole paradox thing or whatever. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure I understand it. But June herself is amazing. I think she is a great character. Having that bond with Junpei at the beginning, being forced to separate unless you go through door 3, in which case you're fucking stupid and you die all the time. Anyways, I also like that the whole twist with her being supposedly dead. I think it works well. I think emotionally, it works good. But I still don't kind of understand. Like I thought it was gonna be like a doppelganger thing, like reveal that she's Zero. She's been impersonating this whole time. June, you're pretty cool. Won't lie. I love the backstory you have. I love the scenes at the end with Kid Junpei and Kid June. Always nice to see. Pretty solid. I enjoy June. I think she's sweet. A tier. We got a whole thing going on. Junpei, the protagonist. Now, normally, as for protagonists, I think a lot of them are bland unless you really make them not bland. This game makes Junpei not bland. I really enjoy Junpei a lot. Not my favorite in the game, but as a protagonist and as a character, he's pretty solid. There's not really much I can say about Junpei that isn't like kind of bland and basic, because that's what protagonists are kind of supposed to be. You're supposed to be like a blank slate to like put you as the character. But Junpei doesn't feel like that, and it's kind of hard to explain that anyways, because he's just a guy. He's just a normal dude. He doesn't really have anything going for him. He's just a college kid. He's like the only person in the game like not related to the original thing that happened 9 years ago at all. He's just a guy that got sucked in. And I don't know. It makes it better, I think. Another A tier character. I like Junpei a good amount of it a lot. Lotus. Oh man. Oh wow woo. I like Lotus a lot. I think the rivalry she has with Seven throughout the game is hilarious. I think she's also just a great character, a great funny character that can crack jokes. I do enjoy that. She's a mother, so she's pretty awesome. Yeah, nothing much else to say, I think. I like Lois a lot. I think she's funny. I think she's just funny. I don't know what to say. I think she has the least relevance in the Honor game out of everyone. But I think she was a kid that was there, even though it was never explained. I think like in a scene where like Seven was saving the kids. Like I think like Kid Lotus was like implied or something or there. I don't remember. Santa. I never expected Santa to be villainous or anything like that. It was a great twist, I think. Like, I thought Santa was like this, you know, this, like, hard ass, you know, too cool for school guy. Well, not that, but like, this hard ass jerk kind of guy. And, you know, he had some good lines. He was funny. He did, like, have some story. But I think my favorite part of him was his, what was at the end of the true ending with, like, revealed to be Akane's brother and everything like that. And it was heartbreaking as well, because, like, you know, losing a sibling is kind of, can change someone, I think. Santa, I like you. You're cool. You're swag. You're pretty awesome. Another S tier. I like Santa a lot. I can't imagine people wouldn't like Santa. You know, that's just me. 7. Least interesting name, but one of the more interesting backstories, because it's also the most detailed, I guess. The amnesia is pretty awesome. I think it's very cool for that to happen, so, like, whole story and whole shebang can happen, like, at a later time. The fact that he was a cop, like, trying to save the children, and then ended up saving some children, although not explained how, was really sweet. He cares for a lot of people. Once again, his rivalry with Lotus is very funny and brings something. Just an all-around great guy. I got nothing else to say, really. It's hard to talk about a lot of these characters because since it's such a, like, smaller game, not really small, but like, since it's like a game with very little character development for some people, it's hard to really talk about them in detail. But I still like 7 a lot. A tier character, pretty awesome. Snake. I hate that he's gone. I liked him at first, and then he was just disappeared, and then came back at the end of the game, and was pretty cool. But I hate that he's gone for like most of the game. He's fucking awesome. His sacrifice in Zero Lost, amazing. His presence at the end of the game, amazing. Just completely great. And the fact that he has a metal arm, which proves he's alive, it's great. Snake also just has like a personality that's like proper, but still snarky, which is one of my favorites. One of my favorite types of personalities or like tropes or whatever. He tells stories. He gets the job done. I don't know. Everything about Snake is pretty awesome, I think. The only he would be A tier. The only reason he's B tier is because he's not shown for a lot of the game, and that, for me personally, is a big factor. You can love a character all you want, but he's gonna be lower in the tier list if you haven't seen him in a while, and they're alive, or like something like that. If they die immediately, or if they get out immediately, you need to have some time with them. Like if you go through door 4, it's over basically. You'll never see Snake again, basically. And then, you know, find them at the end of the game. Only when Zero Lost, by the way, because, or at least, yeah, only in Zero Lost you'll see him again, because, no, that's a lie. You go through door 4 for the true ending. So my bad. But he's only in B tier because he's gone for most of the game. I wanted to see more of him, and we did, but only in like the true ending and Zero Lost, and that's so sad. I really wanted to see more of Snake, but he's still great either way. He's still here. It's the same reason why Ace is down here too, because we don't see a lot of him at first. Zero? I don't know. Zero himself is kind of odd, because like he is Santa, I guess. So like putting him anywhere is kind of like dumb. I guess C tier. I mean, I don't hate Zero, but like just gone after the first game, I guess. Yeah, that's it. Zero Escape 99 tier list. I'll play the other games eventually at some point, but I got a lot to do. Yeah, that's all I got. If you enjoyed it, let me know. If you have anything you would like to change or anything I forgot, especially, also let me know. And, yeah, goodbye.